let's see what he has to say. Does he have anything to say about the Maybell?
Oh, sorry, officer. What do you want?
Oh, too bad Renee's gone. I was hoping to ask him about Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Wait, Insulindian lilies?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the Bells of Revolution.
Ah, I see.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
Goodbye for now. I don't think he has a lot more to offer, right? But can't hurt. We had that. I think we had that, right?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
It sure would. Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
It sure looks like
His
it, yeah.
manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Okay, but I could rewire a street light like that. Like, legitimately, I'm an electrician, I could do that. It shouldn't be too hard. Like, usually lights like that would have, like, 3 wires in there, but whatever. Sure, if you want 700 for that, then I can't buy it, simply because I don't have it. There's nothing else you need to know about the light. We looked at that, and that, and that. Nothing else. Do you have anything new to say to me?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
The boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Alright. Let's head somewhere else then.
Tequila Sunset.
I want to hear the story of your name.
What's in a name?
He looks up to the sky as if pondering the question, then turns back to you.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know.
Wait, isn't that the same story?
I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
I think that's the same story, yeah. Especially, yeah, that's grayed out, so we've been through that dialogue option. Wait, on second thought, I've heard enough.
So you don't want to just hear the same story again? Okay. Huh.
Hey, sorry for being a buzzkill earlier. I'll supply the booze if you'll supply the stories.
Wonderful.
But not now because we don't have
Then I
any.
can't keep on telling the stories.
I'm aware. Okay, be seeing you. Do you have any booze that I could buy?
The legend, he's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
I see. So speed is motorics. I'll buy a pilsner.
Bottoms up, Captain.
I think I'm gonna steal the speed from what was her name again? From the girl on the roof though. Or what else do I need the money for at this point? I don't know. Should I just buy it? I can always buy it later. And you are gonna tell me not to call Abigail, right?
Damn cool, Abigail.
Where am I? What is this
The
place?
man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drums. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me? Abigail?
He whimpers in the end.
Don't call.
Slowly his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
That's true. Okay. You're still dancing? You got anything new? No.
Yes, what is it?
Alright. Nothing from you. Egged?
Glorian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man blasting a familiar song.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, tangled in its branches, something bronze flutters in the wind. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning.
Okay.
The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Maybe Body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core. Sure.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know. Nowhere, I'm not gonna become some sort of anodic cop too, I've got enough copper types already. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Alright, I'll see if I come up with something on my own, a citizen's investigation. Sure.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Hmm?
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
We could ask him.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is! St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags in the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the... I knew that! I could have said that! And the mosaic sidewalk.
Yeah?
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
It feels cold.
Does it?
Yeah, shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Okay.
Copman!
Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary. Very hardcore.
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it. At all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like a horrible future. Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Hey, I have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's jam.
Tape! Yeah! Spin the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
I don't remember what it sounds like.
Righteous!
He takes the tape and attaches it to the empty reel slot. Hand over ear. He listens, then shakes his head.
No! No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore!
Okay, never mind.
Communism forever!
Hell yeah. Let's go. Do you guys have anything to say?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Let's try.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
That's a shame.
Just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Would be
Puts
crazy.
a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you
That's-
up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen?
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
That was... We could upgrade that, but I'm gonna save that point for now. You got anything new to say?
Welcome back.
Nah, that's it for now. I'll try that later maybe, if I get better skills.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
I wanted to talk some more about this place.
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of?
You say that as a carpenter yourself?
I don't say much anything as a carpenter anymore. They tried to make me into a reckoner and a leveler. Made me a bit manic, you know. I regret the time I dedicated to that profession and that worker collective. I say things more as a member of the hardcore side dance community these days.
You're not going to ask me how I knew?
Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools.
Not the glasswork again. Let's talk about something else,
Sure.
Mike. Sure. Conceptualization, the hardcore aesthetic. Don't just nod along, really feel it. Sure.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities. called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it.
You know, it feels unfair. There's a party everywhere. I don't seem to have anything to add to the core. It feels unfair.
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of your skill set.
Alright. Take care, Noid. Now we could have hardcore aesthetic, -2 interfacing, fuck grammar. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there, hard or core in a third instant. What's going on? Those aren't typos, man. That's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what the fuck are you what the fuck are we even talking about? Sure. Yeah, we could find a new tape. I'm sure we could really dance if we do that. If we internalize that. But I'll live without it. That's fine. First, let's get some speed. Come on. Go in here. Let's try to be sneaky about it though. We still have some good odds for that, and if we fail then we'll just take it.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush. And there it is, the orange sun wearing blister pack. You feel almost nostalgic for it.
Alright, let's try it.
You dropped it, smack dab in the middle of the floor. There it is, orange as the midsummer evening sun, or the lieutenant's bomber jacket.
Shame.
Wow, that's unbelievably orange. Anyone can see that. It's practically effervescent.
There's no point in picking it up secretly. I'll pick it up.
The lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the Prep-Tide bottle sounds like a rattlesnake. It's basically a percussion instrument that you're stuffing into your pocket. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
Let's close the cabinet. Do we have the skill point? We do have a skill point. So let's... where do we have it? Tools? Goodbye, cigarettes.
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Will it make me into a super cop?
It'll make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go.
Wait, but Kim is here. He'll be disappointed.
See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. And, Kim, it can help you with everything.
Okay, let's do it.
You raise the Prep-Tide bottle, press one nostril closed, and inhale furiously with the other. The rush is almost immediate. It tastes bitter and caustic, and stings a bit inside your nose.
Mamma mia.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity, your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches.
Okay, we've got a secret task for that.
Let's be honest, there's a little chest pain. The good kind, of course. You may want to blast a nosophed or something.
Done that?
You could work with this high. Like, literally work. Solve the case. File some papers. Maybe clean up your hostel room. Then solve another case. Then start a side investigation into the paranatural. Then build a radio computer. Whoa, this shit is strong. This shit is disco.
Okay, cool. Let's boogie.
Spring, spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
In the bottom right corner of the screen.
Okay. There's still some in there, okay. Perception, that's the one we need to increase. Let's level that up. We still have not put anything into reaction speed, but okay, fair enough, it's at 6. There was also always something more pressing than that. Now let's retry it. Come on, let me go out of that room. I can't be that high. Okay, now let's retry that skill check. Alright, there we are, let's see.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Okay, so basically the only way we lose this is by having snake eyes, right? So let's give it a go.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
Oh?
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
I need your guys to hand the key to me.
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
His whiny voice is in deep contrast with his stature.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
That's fine.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table.
Well, thank you, Theo.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window? Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what door does it open. Thank you.
Off yourself. Make it up to me, cop. I still got my money on that.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the Union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
I wonder what doors does it open.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there.
Alright.
It's worth a try.
Sure. We'll come back to you later, Titus. And maybe we can finally put that to rest.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Try the workshop spare key.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
Sounds pleasant. Right, now we should really equip... No, actually it's light inside, okay. I thought it would probably be dark. Note, NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. This pinball is white Diora. A back glass shows a female figure in mourning. But there's something else here. There's something here as well. 5 real. There's one here.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Oh, it's more than just a classic. A must-play. All serious pinballers have attempted a tempo run.
Let's take a closer look. Wait, you've played it?
A little.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean in closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a moustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Well, let's insert a coin.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
Hell yeah, we're great at this.
Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
Wait, what kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
That is not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man. But
Oof.
you seem to be having fun.
I'm pretty good at this.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Well, let's concentrate and aim for it.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Oh boy.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
Oh.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death. You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
Kim, it can be done, just watch.
I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Probably, but let's give it a shot.
How, if you can't even see it?
Shame.
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, Fingerboy.
That's a shame, but that's okay as well. Like, we don't need to be the world's best pinball player. This pinball says Franco Nigerian. The theme is horses, and something else that I missed. Let's enter that.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Well, let's look in then.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Let's look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Perfect.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Just perfect. I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
No. 88. This elevator was maintained a long time
At the
ago.
end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Oh, that's fine.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Let's close the doors and go up.